Well, look, first say thank you for all the efforts made today for the Military Appreciation Day. I thought that was first class, and from our administration and everybody involved. And it was really neat, to get off the buses and walk through a line of all the military like we did. I thought that was incredible, and to see all the wounded warriors and to be out there on the field. It was pretty awesome, for guys. My father and my father-in-law both served and were part of the services. My grandfathers both were, so that was special for me. And I want to say thanks to the administration and everyone involved that did that. Proud of our players for getting win number 7. It obviously could have been prettier there at the end. We had our backups in and fumbled the ball on a 3rd down that I thought we'd get and be done with the game. It ended up being pretty interesting. So, disappointed in that, but happy with how we played overall and getting the win. Playing a triple option team. I think they had like 13 yards rushing in the first half, and then they popped a run there, missed tackle in a gap. But overall, it's good to get that win. And unfortunate there were so many things going on, during the game, and tried to do everything we could to keep it from being that way. And that's not what the game's supposed to be, and the camaraderie that goes into the game. So, brought the guys over and thought we finished the right way there at the end. And it's fun to be a part of a game day like that. Our players coming off the loss we had, to see the way they worked all week. And knowing that we had to win number 7 to have a chance to win number 8, which was our goal, to be better than we were a year ago, and we put ourselves in position to do that. So I'm proud of the guys for that. And I thought, some guys really got better. I mean, Reggie Gillespie ran behind his pads. It was fun to see that. Jamichael Ramos made the catches that he's been making in practice that earned him the playing time. I mean, some of those catches were spectacular. Naheem really played well. Justin Burris continues to play really good football for us. And, so proud of those guys for that, and look forward to the opportunity coming up next week. Questions?
You mentioned your freshman made a lot of plays for you today. Naheem, is that the role you had in mind for him when you got him?
When we signed him?
Yeah.
We knew eventually that he would be a guy that really could have 4 roles, running back, receiver, punt returner, kick returner. And as the years go on, you've seen more and more added to his play. And you just can't put too much on a guy early. It felt like the opportunity presented itself to give him more in the backfield, obviously with Matt being injured. So we took advantage of that, and he's been meeting with Coach Kitchings more and catching up, because there's a lot of protection things he missed while he was learning how to play receiver. And so trying to still catch him up there, but he impacted the game today big time. When you look at our statistics, and him and Reggie and Naheem, 2 true freshmen, rushed for looks like 153 yards combined, and Naheem had 69 yards receiving, and in the return game 69 yards. So he impacted the game today quite a bit.
Another freshman returned an interception during Roseburg this year.
Yeah, it's back-to-back years we've had an end catch a ball and run it back for a touchdown. We just we're celebrating that in the locker room. It was a great play. I know a huge play for him, and excited for Doeren, and that was a big play for our defense to get some momentum for us right there. And it was a fun play to see, and it was a really, really good play by Doeren.
He's getting to play more and more. Doeren's played more and more. What does he bring into your defense as a true freshman?
Yeah, I mean, he, like all true freshmen, has had his moments where he's played really well, and he's had other moments where, I think he hasn't played as well. I think he's learned, and he's growing. He's learning how to handle the process better. And he's a big guy. I mean, he's 290 pounds, and he's strong. And sometimes you want to do too much, and then you end up doing nothing, and sometimes even hurting your team. And I think that's happened to him at times. You want to make plays, and you duck your head in the gap. And he didn't do that today. He did his job, and that's the biggest thing we talked about all week, was just do your job and do your job well, and have fun when you're doing it. And Doeren's really bought into the process. All these guys that come here from small towns that are raised up on a pedestal in recruiting, it's hard transition. And it's definitely been a tough year for a lot of those guys, and now to see them growing from that and having fun and making plays, it's really rewarding.
Was there any point during the week where you felt like your guys started looking ahead to Carolina at all, and you had to dial them back
you know.
Now that you've got this in the books, have you given them the freedom to start thinking about that game?
Yeah, you know, we never talked about them all week. We talked about getting on track and winning this game. And our seniors, I think, did a nice job. Our leadership council guys did a nice job. And I never sensed a lack of focus one day. And I think, you know, Syracuse playing the way they did against Clemson helped us probably, you know, the week before. But a lot of people asked during the week if we were looking ahead, and I don't, obviously you didn't sense that on the field today.
And looking ahead now, did you say anything after the game?
I did. I said, y'all know what this week is, and everyone nodded their head real quick. And, you know, it's a chance for us to get win number 8. Obviously, it's a chance to play our rival and get a plan at home. So we're excited about that opportunity.
Anything else?
Coach, you know, at this point in the season, everybody says a freshman is not a freshman anymore. Those guys you mentioned all came in early, and how much do they get?
Well, some of them. Naheem didn't come in early.
Okay, I'm sorry. But Doeren and
Reggie.
Mm-hmm.
You know, obviously that's going to speed up your ability to know how it works on a college campus. I think the hardest transition for these guys is balancing not just football, but school, tutoring, all the things that go into their day. And if you're here a semester early, you get to do that before the season starts, not just in the spring, but you get to do it the summer 1 and summer 2. Whereas the rest of these guys show up for summer 2, you know. So you really have 2 full academic chances to learn how to be more efficient with your time and balanced and understand time management strategies and things like that. So I think, you know, Naheem would probably tell you that he was behind those other guys when it came to understanding that. You know, that's a lot on a guy's plate. What he's doing right now for our football team as a true freshman that wasn't here early is pretty remarkable. You know, I mean, the guy's in the top 5 in the nation in kickoff returns. He's playing 2, sometimes 3 positions when you look at what we do with him on offense. It's pretty good.
Well, Coach, when you consider how far you've had to go down the depth chart and running back, how happy are you with the performance today?
Yeah, I'm really excited about I've been waiting to see Reggie run behind his pads like that, you know, and just driving people back and finishing with the pad level, and it was awesome to watch. And we've always known he could do that because it's all over his high school film, you know, and in the spring game he did that. But he's just getting more and more confident, you know, and I think that's what it takes. When the game starts to slow down, you start to have success, and you don't have firsts anymore. You know, I've done this, and I believe I can do it again. And so it was really good. And DeQuay Nichols ran the ball well. J. Sam had a couple touches in there, and Naheem, I think those guys combined had 12 total, and Reggie and DeQuay had 13 and 12. So, you know, over 200 yards rushing usually is going to get you a win.
Good.
All right, thank you.